Hi guys, and welcome back to Single, Married, Separated, Divorced, and Single Again, where we discuss everyday dating tips and things like it's obviously a new channel, so we haven't discussed much except for like what does it mean to be single and all those stuff. But now we are going to take it a step further. Today we are going to look at tips on what to look for in a man. Whether, like me, you are divorced and you are looking for maybe a second chance or whatever that is, or you are just beginning, you are very young, and I think the dating tips would be different for different people and for different ages. Like, for example, when I was younger, there were things that I was looking for in a man that now at my age, going towards 50, I'm not necessarily looking for those things anymore, because they things that are not a determining factor anymore. So there are things right now that are not that important anymore, because they things that are not a determining factor anymore as they were when I was younger. But before I go any further into the topic, if you are new on this channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like and comment and share, because sharing is caring, right? And if you are already a part of the family, also do the same, like share, and don't forget to push that notification button so that every time when we upload a new video, you can be updated about our new topics and so on. So let's get started. Words have different meanings to different people. For example, when you say you are single, what do you mean? Are you single because you are not married? Or are you single because you are not dating? Can you see what I mean? Welcome back, and as I promised, this video is gonna be less than 15 minutes. So today we're gonna look at tips in the dating game. I can definitely tell you right now that the dating game is a jungle. I was on a dating app like how many months ago? I don't even remember, maybe 8 months ago. And I met a very wonderful man, so I wouldn't say like it's completely fake, in the sense of like people there are just there to play games. Obviously I think that's a once in a while kind of thing. I met a very nice guy from Haiti on the dating app, and he was really one out of the many, because all the many that I met, you could literally see that these people are out there to play games. And I remember one of them that I met sending me a message that it was terrible, because I have no clue about what that was. So they sent me a message and say, have you ever done a threesome? And at my age, I don't even know what that is. Like now I know, but when I got that message, I was baffled at what is, and I'm like, what is that? In my mind, I think I knew it sounded kind of weird, but it sounded interesting. But then I went on Google, because he kept quiet when I asked, what is that? So I went on Google and I was like, what the heck? Like, who does that? Like, why do you want to do it with two different people? Because that's what a threesome is, right? At least that's what I found, because I had no clue about what that was. Anyway, so with that having said that, I also met oh my god, like it's a jungle. Like I met men that are like, my god, I don't even know what to say, you know. And I don't want to stereotype on specific people, because just because you met two people from that tribe or race doesn't mean that they are bad, you know. So I'm not gonna even mention like I met this from this, because otherwise you guys are gonna take it out of proportion and just take it, you know, out of it. Anyway, so having said that, you as a woman, you actually need to know what you want. Like, we are different as women and we want different men. We look for different qualities in a man, and that's important to know. But I can tell you that there's 5 qualities that you want in a man, or I don't know whether I should say qualities. There's 5 things that when a man does that, you need to be careful. Like, I would say run for your life. Like, girl, you need to run. And I've kind of I'm gonna use examples. So number 1, for me, and I think for most women, trust is fundamental. Like, if you can't trust the person that you're gonna date or even eventually gonna get married to, because for me, dating is not fun. And I have to say that depending on what dating is to you, you will either maybe take my advice or probably throw it away, because we are all looking for different things in a man, or in even for our life, you know. So depending on what you're looking for, because some people are really looking for flings. I'm not looking for a fling. I'm looking for a man that I can settle down with and eventually get married. For me, dating is to eventually settle down with a person. I'm not here to play jokes. No. I'm not here to play jokes. I'm looking for my husband. Anyway, so trust is very fundamental, and I'm gonna use example of what I mean by that. For example, if this person is canceling your dates up back and forth, and he doesn't really have a reason, or he doesn't clarify why he's doing this, there's always one thing or another, and he's mumbling over his words on why he canceled these dates, then you probably need to be worried, like, you know. So because a man who's not trustworthy, you are never sure about what his intentions is about you. And that actually takes us to the next point of our tips today. Anyway, so the next point will be that and this is probably very important, probably secondly to the trust one, which is almost like going into each other. When you are dating a guy, like, I'm not talking about a guy that you're seeing for maybe a month or maybe 2 months, but like with time, you are dating this person and you are not quite sure about their intentions. You don't know what they want. You don't really know, like, what are their intentions with you. And one of the things that I can warn you about is the guy who is lukewarm. Even the Bible says that you should not be lukewarm, because if you're cold, I know where I'm with you, and if you're warm, if you're hot, I know where I'm with you. But if you're lukewarm, you're confusing me. I don't know where I am with you. And that's the same in the dating game. If you're dating a guy that maybe send you a message, and then after 3 days they are quiet, and then after some days they come back to you, and you're wondering, like, what is this guy's intentions? What do they want from me? Those type of guys actually want their bread buttered on both sides, meaning that they are definitely talking to other women, for sure. I'm telling you. And they don't want to lose these different 10 women that they are talking to, because they want to make sure to make their choice. And it's funny, because we women, we actually just want to go straight with one person. We don't have these things of, like, 5 different people and so on. And that's why I want to see, be able to get to know different people, to be able to make my own choice. Because I feel like it's very unfair towards the women, because men has this variety of people that they can talk to, you know, and so on. Anyway, so that's for me, like a person whom you are actually guessing their feelings for you when you are very sure about them, you need to be careful about, because you need to have someone who is 110% sure that they want to settle down with you eventually. Now, this is the thing. That doesn't mean that that person might eventually settle down with you, but at least because things doesn't work out, and sometimes it's not like the person is, oh no, it's the wrong person because they are bad or whatever. Sometimes the person that you are dating are just not the right match for you, and it has nothing to do with them being a bad person or you being a bad person. I dated someone like that, and I feel like we were just not the right match for each other. So it didn't work out, not necessarily because I am not a good woman or he's not a good man. No, we are good people. I know he's a phenomenal person, and he's having a very good personality. And if I had to do a reference check, like, you know, I could really give him a good reference. He's kind of a good person, but we were just not aligned. You know, our future thinking were just not the same, and we were not aligning in some of the things. I'm a Christian, and I feel like he was heading towards becoming a Muslim, and for me that's a no-go. Not necessarily that I have a problem with, you know, a Muslim on their own, but I can be yoked with a Muslim, unfortunately, at least for like what I believe now. Yeah, so that's it. But having to come back to that point, the point is, you need to have someone that is 110% sure of you. Like, you don't want somebody who's guessing whether they want you or they don't want you and all that. And I think that takes us to the point that I just discussed now, which is how do you know them? In order for you to know whether somebody's serious about you, you need to look at what are they discussing with you. Do they discuss the future with you? If you're not included in their future, forget about it. Forget about it. If you're not included in their future, if they are talking in a vague language, like as if they don't know what, like, forget about it. Men knows what they want. Yeah, men knows what they want. If his language is not clear to you, then probably he's not into you like you are into him. Just accept it, girl, and move on. If you accept it, it's better, then you move on. Don't waste your time on a man who doesn't know what they want. Or at least, maybe they don't want you at that moment. They want somebody else. It's okay. No hard feelings. Anyway, so one of the things that I can share with you is that, you know, men that are sending, you know, messages like good morning, sweetheart, good morning, beautiful, good morning, baby. All those messages are good if they are being backed up. It should be an action. Like, there should be a wanting to see you, a wanting to see each other and spend time with each other and all that. If the man in your life doesn't have time for you, probably he's not that into you. Don't waste your time. Anyway, so I'm not trying to discourage you guys, but I think, and this is one of the things that I'm going to discuss in my next topic about what an alpha male is, an alpha female, and so on. Because let me tell you something. Men speak with their actions. They don't speak with their words. Words are just really, you know, in addition to the actions, because most men can tell you they love you even if they don't mean it. They are very good at saying that. So I feel like, don't go on the words. What is the actions? What is he doing to back up these things that he's saying he loves you? It's okay for him to say he loves you, but there should be actions. They should be backed up by actions. If he doesn't back it up with actions, it's just mere words. And men are very good at saying I love you, hi baby, you're beautiful, like all those things. Those are just mere words. So let's move to the next point. which is important, especially this time of technology. Oh my Lord, have you seen these guys that are overprotective over their phones when you're with them? And now I have to admit that I haven't been with a guy that is honestly speaking, I will admit that I haven't been with a guy that is overprotective of their phones. But there's these guys that their phones are down like this so that you don't see the messages coming in. Their phone are always on silence. And when a call comes in, they have to go out. Be careful, because if this is a man that wants to spend the rest of their life with you, what is it on the phone that they don't want you to see? What's going on their phone? Like, seriously. So be careful, because in these years of technology now, cheating start with connecting on the phone. There's what they call emotional cheating. Most relationships and like marriages has broken down because of emotional cheating that led to physical cheating. So they cheated on the phone first, let's meet somewhere, and that's how it goes. And before you know it, that's it. They have moved to the other. So I'm telling you right now, in this time of technology, a phone is very important. How a man handles his phone in front of you, it's very important. I have a person, a guy that I'm talking to, who is so his phone doesn't have a password. He's not his phone is never on silence. His phone is not upside down. In fact, he gave me his phone to we go on his phone checking things together. Yeah, that's one sign that, okay, maybe you've met a good man, because a phone is one of the things that a man can start using to cheat. I can tell you right now, honestly speaking. You can go wrong with a phone. You can go wrong with a man who's overprotective over their phones. The next thing that I'm going to discuss is social media. And this is very important to listen to what I'm saying, because I'm not necessarily... Okay, so if a man has a Facebook account, and I'm trying to see so that I don't record too much. So if a man has a Facebook account or Instagram and all that, and he's not very active on that account, then probably it's no big deal. I post a lot on my social, because I have 4 different YouTube channels. So I kind of advertise them and so on my Facebook account. So usually I post things there, and and even on my Instagram. So I'm very active. Obviously, because now it's kind of channels and so on, I probably wouldn't post my men now, probably. So but if they are constantly posting things on their own Facebook account and they're not posting you, it's a red flag. I'm telling you, it is. It's a red flag. Don't comfort yourself that, oh no, he wants to be private and so on. No, there's a difference between, okay, for example, my ex-husband, there was a time when I'm the one who said, let's not connect on this social network and blah, blah, blah. And there was a reason for that. But then later on, when I felt now you are an artist and you are, it's you are going to be vulnerable if ladies doesn't know you are married and so on. He didn't want it to connect. He say, oh no, you are the one, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay. Anyway, I don't want to blame that so much, although to a certain level, I'm come on. The reason, I said that the last time. But, men has egos. So he probably felt like, are you going to control me when to put you on and when to take you out? So probably, yeah, I would give him that benefit of that doubt. Yeah, but honestly speaking, a man who constantly posts on his social media and apparently they can't post you, it's a red flag. Honestly, why not? Why would you not want you know. They will say that, oh no, I want to be private and so on. No, they're actually keeping their options open, because if they put you there, then their options are destroyed and they have no options, they have no DMs, because, you know, people knows that, oh no, you know. And I'm not saying that ladies will be afraid to come to you when you have someone, but it's more likely that it will be less than, you know. And it's probably the crazy ladies that will come there, because most ladies, they don't want to be able to share their men, you know. Okay, so the other thing, let me see. Okay, so I think my last point will be money and sex, but I'm not gonna discuss sex here because we're talking about dating. So let's take it slow. So I'm gonna discuss about money. Me personally, as a young child, like as a young woman trying to date, money has never been a problem. I've never been the kind that wants to get married to someone because they have money. To be quite honest, I wanted somebody with a vision. And as you all know, I have been divorced twice, and I feel like in those two marriages, I did do my best to be the best helper that I could. And I feel like I added much to these two wonderful men that I'm now divorced from. I think they would admit, both of them, that I, as a helper, I was good. I did the right, like the best things I could. So I thought, because now I'm older, I'm probably not gonna date a broke guy, like an obvious broke guy. And I think I wouldn't, but there's a difference between broke and going through financial trouble at that moment. Like, I would not mind dating someone who is not, even though we are probably going towards 50, I'm still standing by my point that I'm not into someone who has money necessarily. I want somebody who has a vision. If you are empty, you have $0 in your bank account, but your vision assigned with mine, especially right now at where I'm going, I'm definitely gonna date you. Like, I'm not a gold digger, and I think a man who will get to know me will know that I mean it, and I mean it. But that's not an advice that I can give to anybody else. If you want a man with money, oh girl, go for it. I don't think it's wrong. But for me personally, I would date an alpha male with a vision. And I know that the kind of helper that I am, I can take 1,000 and turn it to 10,000. So come with what you have, you know, and we'll make the best out of it. I know I'm good financially when it comes to things and knowing how to plan and saving and all that. I am very good. So I don't have an issue with how you come and all that. I feel like I can help you get there as your helper. And so money is not like an issue for me. Like, it's not something that I can look at and say, oh no, I don't want to date you because you don't have money. Forget about it. Because I'm too blessed to be able to think that I can date you because you are not, you know, you are not there. Because that's the whole reason of being a helper. I'm supposed to help you. You know what I mean? And I know what I'm capable of being as a helper, so don't worry about that. But for the other ladies, if you want to date somebody who has money, go for it, girl. That's, you know. So those are the 5 tips that we looked at. If you want, we can rephrase them, but I'm gonna, like, kind of, as we go, like with each point, I'm gonna kind of put it on the screen what the next point is gonna be and so on. So we probably don't need to rephrase it, otherwise we're gonna take more time. So having said that, we are coming at the end of this video. So please don't forget to subscribe, like and comment, and share, please. And push that notification button so that every single time we upload a new video about dating tips and life after divorce and being a widow, when is the right time to actually start dating and all those things, you are ahead of your game. Anyway, from your host, Jehovah, take care and God bless you. Anyway, I know this is not the preaching channel, but I'm still going to say God bless you because I believe in God, and God to me is Jesus. So God bless you guys. Bye.